Yes, this is our agenda for today. Operators and flow controls. Okay, operators. What are these operators? Why these operators would be helpful for programming? Yes, basically operators are these are used to perform an operation. Okay, so we can perform an operation between two operands or sometimes even single operand as well. Okay, so the main the responsibility of a computer is to perform some action, I mean some operation as well as some decision making. For operations, it might use some operators like calculation. The calculation part is going to be the arithmetic operators and the unary operators like that. And the rest of the decision part will be dependent on the relational operators as well as the logical operators. Yeah. So let us see the first kind of operators here. That is arithmetic operators. And the second one, we'll see unary operators. Third one, relational operators. Fourth one, logical operators. Fifth one, bitwise operators. So these operators will perform the bit operations like bitwise AND, bitwise OR like that. Sixth one here, assignment operators. And the last, seventh one, so that is instance of and ternary as well. And the eighth one, there is a special operator in Java that is called instance of. So this is a miscellaneous operator in Java. This is the one and only special operator in Java. Rest of the things are same as like C language. The same operators we have already studied in the C language and C++ as well. Okay, so let us discuss about these arithmetic operators, then we'll go for unary. Let us finish that first. Wait, copy. Yeah. So what are arithmetic operators? These operators is to perform the arithmetic operations. So nothing much here to discuss about these arithmetic operators, as we already know that the plus, minus, and multiplicative, the division, then the modulus. Modulus. This is called mod, not percentage. That's called as mod. So the slash and mod both are doing the division only, but the resultant would be different from the slash and the modulus. Actually, slash returns the quotient and the modulus returns the remainder here. Yes. How many types of arithmetic operators? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 arithmetic operators, and the last two operators are doing division, but resultant would be different. So the slash returns the quotient, and the percent, I mean this modulus returns the remainder. Okay. So arithmetic operators. Now let us do a simple program on this arithmetic operators. We'll create a package for these operators programs. Operators. SSVC.operators. Okay, so let us create the class, arithmetic class. So we'll create two operands because to perform the arithmetic operations we should have to take two operands here. So the first operation a plus b, second a minus b, then the third is star b, the fourth uh, we'll do like b slash a. This out b modulus a. So the last two things, actually these two things are division operations, but here this one returns the quotient and the second here the followed by one returns the remainder. Okay, it returns quotient and it returns remainder. Okay, if we execute this program you can see the result then. Yeah, clear, right? So the next operators, next type of operators, unary operators. Unary. What are these unary operators? Plus plus and minus minus, as they are called as increment as well as decrement. Increment and decrement. Okay. So what actually they'll do? The increment and decrement operators. The plus plus will increment by 1, the minus minus decrement by 1. So these operators plus plus and minus minus can be performed on only one operand. Only one operand. ఒక ఆపరెంట్ మీద ఒక ఆపరెంట్ మీద చేసే ఆపరేషన్స్ కాబట్టి వీటిని యూనరీ ఆపరేటర్స్ అంటారు. For example, if a is equal to 10, if I do plus plus a, this is called prefix. Okay, this is called as prefix. So what the plus plus a returns here? The plus plus a returns value 11. Okay. Then if I say a plus plus, that is called postfix. This is a postfix operation. So this postfix operation will returns what? So it returns not 11 but it returns 10. Okay, because what is plus plus a means a plus 1 is equal to a. A plus plus means a is equal to a plus 1. So here first assignment will happen. For a plus plus assignment will happen. So a is equal to a will be assigned at the time of operation, but after the operation you can see the result of a. So the updated result 11 here can be reflected after whenever you read the a value next time. A ని ఎప్పుడైతే నెక్స్ట్ టైం మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడైతే రీడ్ చేస్తారో అప్పుడు మీకు అప్డేటెడ్ రిజల్ట్ 11 వస్తుంది విత్ a plus plus. But at the time of operation the postfix will give you the same value as a. A లో ఏ వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో అదే వాల్యూ రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది postfix. After the operation it will get reflected. The result will get reflected after the operation. But this situation is different in the a plus 1 is equal to a, that is means prefix. Prefix లో కొంచెం different ఉంటుంది. Just a second, some college is getting some audio issues. MCV degree college. Typing sound is disturbing. Okay. But actually there is no other way. We cannot hide the typing sound. We cannot mute it. That would be the part of my audio. audio not connected. So MCV degree college, please try to restart your machine once. Please try to restart your machine. Yeah, we'll continue. So here it is like a plus 1 is equal to a. First a plus 1 will happen. To the a it will add plus 1. Then it assigns the value. So at the prefix operation you can see the result at the time of operation itself. But for the postfix you cannot see the result at the time of operation, but after this operation whenever you try to read the value of a, now after a plus plus, if you say the value of a, now the value of a is going to be the 11. So at the time of a plus plus that is 10, but after a plus plus the value of a is going to be 11. Okay, let us see some programs on this. So this is the most important part, the unary operators. Unary operators. Let me declare two variables first. A is equal to 11, B is equal to 55. Two variables. Now I'll perform here in the system.out.println. I'll try to display the value of that sys out. So a plus plus, then sys out plus plus a, sys out a plus 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 b minus 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 b plus a. So first let us solve this a plus plus. What the a plus plus returns? A plus plus returns 11 only. I told you in the postfix operation, this is a postfix operation. In the postfix operation, the result will not be updated. After that, when you read the a value, then you can see the updated result. So now a plus plus would be 11. After this, now the a value is going to be 12 here. ఇప్పుడు a value 12 అవుతుంది. a plus plus జరిగిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఎప్పుడైతే ఏ రీడ్ చేస్తామో ఎక్కడ రీడ్ చేస్తున్నాం సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏ వాల్యూ అనేది 12 అవుతుంది. నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ 12. 12 ని ప్లస్ ప్లస్ చేస్తే ప్లస్ ప్లస్ 12 మీన్స్ ద రిజల్ట్ వుడ్ బి 13. సో ప్లస్ ప్లస్ ఏ రిటర్న్స్ 13 here. Okay, now what about this one, this big expression? ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ సంగతి ఏంటి? Okay, so here a plus plus, what is the last resultant of a? Last updated result of a is 13. 13 plus plus చేస్తే 13 వస్తుంది. And b minus minus, what is the b value? 55. So b minus minus, this is post decrement. Post decrement లో అంటే post operations లో ఎప్పుడు కూడా same value ఉంటుంది. So that would be 55 only. Next, so 13 plus 55, this is 13 plus 55 minus, now minus minus b. After the b minus minus, the b will be decremented here. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ 54 వస్తుంది b కి. b 54 minus minus, if you do minus minus 54, what is the result? That is 53 minus minus 54. Actually at the time of b minus minus, that is 55. After the operation, the b value would be 54. Minus minus 54 will become like 53. Now what is the value of a, the last value? You are doing a plus plus here, and after this operation the a value, the result will be affected, that is called 14. The result will be 14. Okay, now 13 plus 55 minus 53 plus 14. Okay, 13 plus 55 minus 53 plus 14. You can just calculate. Let me show you the output. So that is 29. Is that correct? 29 వస్తుంది రిజల్ట్. చెక్ చేసుకోండి ఒకసారి. So 13 plus 55 minus 53 plus 14. That is 29. సరిపోయింది కదండి? రిజల్ట్ ఓకేనా? రైట్. Let us do one more operation here. Let me put it in comment. What is a plus 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 a? The result of a plus 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 a. So here first a plus plus will happen. A plus plus result is 11. After plus plus, the value of a is going to be 12. Now we are about to do plus plus 12. The plus plus 12 is going to be 13. So the result of plus plus is 13, and a plus plus result is 11. So 11 plus 13, 11 plus 13 is 24, right? 24. 12 11. See the output. The output is 24. So like this, you have to evaluate the unary operators, plus plus and minus minus. Okay, rest of the things are also same. Now what is a plus 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 minus minus a? A plus plus is 11 as it is. Now minus minus a is going to be what? The value of minus minus a? After a plus plus, a value would be 12. Avana? Minus minus 12 into 11. So 11 plus 11, 22. See the result, that is 22 over there. 22. Right. And let us try to add some typical condition here. Minus minus b plus plus b plus b plus 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 a plus 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 a plus b. A big expression here. Evaluate this now. Let me take the pen. Okay, so what is a plus plus? 11. After that, a becomes 12. So minus minus 12, that is 13. Next. What is minus minus b? B is 55. Minus minus b is going to be, how can I remove this? Sorry, this is 11. Wait, I'll redraw this. So this is 11. After that, that is going to be 12. And 12 minus minus 12 means again that is 11. 11 plus 11. And minus minus b, that is 54. Next, plus plus b, again 55. B plus plus 55 only. because the last value of b is 55. Now you can see the 56 after this statement. So ఈ స్టెప్ తర్వాత ఈ b తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడైతే b రీడ్ చేస్తారో అప్పుడు 56 వస్తుంది. Now what is a plus plus? What is the last value of a? The last updated value of a is 11 here. 11 here. That is 11. Now after that a becomes 12 and the b becomes 56. So now you can just calculate 11 plus 11 plus 54 minus 55 plus 55 plus 11 plus 12 plus 56. Okay, you can just calculate that. So you have to make a calculation for this one. 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 54 minus 55 again plus 55 plus 11 plus 12 then plus 56. So ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ కి రిజల్ట్ చెప్పండి. You can drop on the chat box. Still audio problem for MCV degree college. Oh, there is nothing from my end, I can't do anything. Please try to set up the audio drivers. Yeah, so let us see the output now. For this, control F11, the output is 155. The output is 155 for this. Yeah, exactly 155. Good, very good. Day8 degree college. Yeah. Then so next so hope you understand this on unary operators now, plus plus and minus minus. Hope it is clear for you now. Hello, someone is trying to speak. Hello. Okay, so what are the next operators? After the unary we have relational operators to discuss. Yes, so the name itself is a relation. It tells a relation between two operands, whether if left is greater than right, if left is less than right, if left is greater than or equals right, or if left is less than or equals to right, and left is not equals to right, and left is double equals to right. This is called equality. These two are called as equalities, and the rest of them are relation. They tell you greater than or less than or greater than or equal to, and less than or equals. So the relational operators. Okay, let us try to perform, and let me tell you the return types. Arithmetic operators, they may return either integers, decimals or fractional. Decimals or fraction numbers. So if you perform only between two integers, it returns only integers. If you perform between integer and cross some other double or float, now it is going to be a fraction value. And unary operators, still they also returns numbers. Okay, numbers means anything that can be decimal or fraction value, whatever it is. So the return type of arithmetic operators numbers, return type of unary operators are also numbers. Now the return type of relational operators, they are actually Boolean. In Java, we have two different keywords for Boolean, that is called true keyword and false keyword. Unlike C language, it will not consider one as one as true and zero as false. So zero ni false laga, one ni true laga, C language la తీసుకోదు. So we have individual representation for conveying the Boolean, either true or false, with the keywords true keyword and false keyword. So they always returns a true and false. Yeah, let us do program. Let me show you that program. Right click, class, relational. X and Y. Okay, so if I write here this out, if X is greater than or equals to Y, if X is greater than or equals to Y, now it returns either true or false. X is 100, Y is 101, greater than 100 greater than or equal to 101, absolutely false. Now it shows the result false. It shows the result false. Then next one, this out, X plus X is greater than or equal to Y plus X is greater than or equals Y plus. If it is true or false, so what is plus X? Actual X is 100, plus X, that is post operation. For post operation, you can see the result there itself. Now the X value would be 101. X value would be 101 after this. So 101 greater than or equals Y plus. What is Y plus? This is post operation. This is pre-operation. Plus X is the pre-operation and Y plus is the post operation. For post operation, the 101 would be same here. So Y plus అంటే 101 అలాగే ఉంటుంది. అది ఎప్పుడు 102 అవుతుంది, next time if you read the Y value, then it becomes 102. For plus X, that is 101. So 101 greater than or equals 101. True or false? Absolutely this is true. See the second system.out.println, that returns true. Next, this out, if X double equals to Y, X is double equals to Y, what is the value of X after plus X? Plus X చేసినప్పుడు value of X ఏమైంది 101 అవుతుంది. Now the X value would be 101. So here X is 101. That is double equals to Y plus. Y plus at our time at the time of Y plus Y value ఏమవుతుంది 101. After this operation Y value would be 102. Okay, so here 101 double equals to 102. Absolutely false. The third system.out.println. So X not equals Y, not equals absolutely. So 101 not equals to 102. True. The fourth system.out.println shows that true. Okay, then this out, X plus is less than or equal to X plus less than or equals X, whether if it is true or false. Can anyone ping on the chat box? X plus less than or equal to X, either true or false. I'm looking at the chat box. Yes, that is true. Absolutely true. Good answer. That is true. Yeah. So seems you are good at this relational operators as well now. Let's go with next kind of operators. The fourth, we'll discuss logical operators. These logical operators having, actually they are for logical operation, like we can perform here logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. Only three operators. This is logical AND. Another one, this is logical OR. So this is not a slash, but this is a pipe. The keyword lo pipe and straight keyword అంటే vertical line ఒకటి ఉంటుంది దాని 2 times press చేయండి. ఓకే, స్లాష్ అంటే స్లాష్ కి పైనే ఉంటుంది, షిఫ్ట్ పట్టుకొని స్లాష్ బటన్ కొడితే మీకు పైప్స్ వస్తాయి. దర్ కాల్ పైప్స్. నెక్స్ట్ అండ్ exclamatory mark, this is not and or not. So already you know that you are aware about the truth table. If any one is false in AND operation, if any of the AND is false in AND operation, the result is going to be false. If any one of the true in OR operation, the result is going to be true. And the NOT is going to inverse. The NOT is going to inverse all the things. The true becomes false and false becomes true. Let us do the program. Operators. And there is a condition like we have to use the logical operators only between these means. Like we cannot perform logical operator between two integers. We cannot perform between two strings and two double and two characters. Always the logical operator should take place in between two relational expressions. So between two relational expressions, between two relational expressions, we can use logical operators. Okay. So simply I can say not only just relational expression, but that can be a Boolean expression. We can make it as a Boolean expression, because the relational operators also will show you the output what Boolean, and the logical operators also show you the output Boolean. So we can make a Boolean expression by combining these relational operators and logical operators, right? So between Booleans only we can perform logical AND or logical OR and logical NOT. Let us go for the program. Start declaring your variables. X is equal to take 18 and y is equal to 15, then z is equal to 19. Okay, now let us make an expression. So here I'll be making x plus plus greater than or equals plus plus 5. X plus plus greater than or equals plus plus 5. If it is a true or not, yes, that is going to be true. And I'm putting a logical AND here. Then z plus plus double equals to x. Z plus plus double equals to x. What about the result? What is x plus plus? 18. And plus plus y? 18. 18 greater than or equals to 18. 18 greater than or equals 18. True or false? 18. So that is true. And what is z plus plus? Z plus plus is 19. Double equals to x. Double equals to x in the sense. So what is the value of x? Basically 18. If you do plus plus to that, after the operation, the x value is going to be 19. So 19 double equals to 19. True. So the left is true and right is true. Both are true. Now, can you just tell me what is the value of z after this operation? Of course, the result is true. I agree with you. The result is absolutely true here. But I just want to know the value of z after this operation. The operation జరిగిన తర్వాత z value ఏమవుతుంది? Can anyone? 20. But okay, well tried. But z plus plus will not happen here. Basically, in the logical, yeah. Oh yeah, yes, that is true. That is right. Good, good. Yes. I thought it was 18. Yeah. So 19. If you do z plus plus, that is going to be 20. Exactly. You're good. Okay. Good answer. That's 20. And let me replace this logical and as logical or. I'm putting logical or here. Now the z value would be 19 but not 20 because in logical or operation, if the left one is true, it won't compare the right part. If left is true, it won't go for the right. Okay. So if it won't compare the right means z plus plus will not happen. The z will be as it is 19 here. See the output. Yeah, 19, right? So for logical AND operation, so that would be 20 because 19 here, if left is true, it definitely compares the right part. If left is true, it will definitely compares the right part in logical AND operation. For example, now x plus is less than or equals to plus plus y. Of course, this is also true. Make it as, yeah. X plus s is less than plus plus y. True or false? That is also true. Yeah. Yes. Now just try to evaluate this. X plus plus greater than plus plus y. X plus plus 18 plus plus y plus plus y 18 greater than 18. True or false? This is false. So if this is false, it won't compare the right for logical AND operation. Okay. Now what will be the value of z now? The value of z is going to be still 19 only. Still 19. ఎందుకంటే లాజికల్ అండ్ లో లెఫ్ట్ ట్రూ అయితేనే రైట్ ని వెరిఫై చేస్తుంది. లెఫ్ట్ ఫాల్స్ అయితే రైట్ ని కంపేర్ చేయదు. That is the first thing you have to remind about this logical AND. Same thing for logical OR. Same thing for logical OR. Now the left is false, absolutely false. Definitely it will go for right part now. It will compare the right part. The right is going to be true. So the result would be true, and here the z value will be 20. Now this time the z value will be 20. So clear about this? Then. Are you sure? Any questions? Any questions from? No questions? Right. Okay, that's cool. And what is this knot here? The knot, it makes this result as inverse. It will do the inverse of this result. So x plus plus greater than plus plus y. Is it false color? False range is true చేస్తుంది. ఇది ట్రూ చేస్తే ఇంకా z plus plus జరగదు. అంటే రైట్ పార్ట్ జరగదు కాబట్టి z plus plus will not happen. the z value would be 19 only, the resultant would be true. Result వచ్చేసి true అవుతుంది. That's 11. True, and it is 19. So this is not here. The not is doing not for entire this expression. The expression, relational expression meaning not just. The output of this expression is going to be inverse by this not operator, by this logical not. Yeah. And so what are the points you have to remind for this? For logical AND, if left is true, it will compare right. Otherwise, it won't check the right expression. This is for logical AND. For logical OR, this is going to be reverse. MCV degree college, now you are getting voice, right? Yeah. If right is false, if right is false, sorry, if left is false, it will compare and check. It will check right expression. If left is false, then only it checks the right expression. Otherwise, Lendy College, please put your mic on mute. We're getting some noise. Lendy College. Okay. Otherwise, it won't. Right expression. Okay. And already you are aware about the not. I need to discuss much about not here. The not is just inverse. Just makes inverse. True to false and false to true. That's it. And the result can be inverse. So inverse the result. Yep. So that is about the relational operators, sorry, logical operators. And the next one, the fifth one here, bitwise operators. The bitwise operators. So again here we have set of operators like bitwise AND, single AND, that is called bitwise AND, single OR, that is called bitwise OR, and this is bitwise XOR operation, exclusive OR operation. What is this? AND gate, and this is OR gate, bitwise OR gate. This one XOR gate, exclusive OR gate. And you know there is an inverse for this, that is called negation. This is negation, bitwise negation. Along with this we have shift operators, right shift and left shift. Okay, so right shift and left shift, right shift operator and left shift operator. So let us see one by one, because the name itself, it's a bitwise operator. Bitwise, it performs bit by bit. It used to perform bit by bit operation. Okay. So whom can be converted into bits? Every bits la convert cheyachu. Can I convert a character into bits, or can I convert a decimal into bits? So a decimal value can be converted into bits and a binary. Okay. So let us see the bitwise. Let us take a is equal to some 31, b is equal to 20. A is equal to 31 and b is equal to 20. When I perform here A and B, that means first of all we need to convert the 31 and 20 into binaries. We need to convert them into binaries. So what would be the binary for 31? Let me show you some binary representation. From left to right, like start from 64, 32, then 16, 8, 4, 2 and 1. Here, which positions can be set as 1 in order to get the value 31? 31 రావాలంటే ఏ బిట్స్ ని ఆన్ చేయాలి, or else you can make binary division like this. So 2, 31, so 31 like this. So how many times? Let us take 2 and 2 5s. 15 twos are actually 30, right? 15 twos are 30, and the remainder is 1. Next, this is 2 sevens are, again the remainder is 1. 2 threes are 6, the remainder is going to be 1. 2 ones, still the remainder is 1. Okay, now write the bits in the top to bottom approach. How many ones we have? Start from here, uh, starting at here, I'll take so starting at here, 1 1 1 1 1. How many ones we have? 5 ones. If I can put all these ones together here, 16 bit can be 1, 8th position can be 1, and the 4th position can be 1, 1 and 1. So 16 plus 8, 24, 24 plus 4, 28, 28 plus 2, 30, 30 plus 1, 31. Done? Okay, now similarly try to get the binary for 20 as well. What is another? We have 20. So for 20, how to make 20 here? Can I make 16 bit as 1? I'll set 8 as 0 and the 4 as 1 and rest of them as 0 0. So 1 0 1 0 0, that is 20, because 16 plus 4 20. So still you can calculate, calculate like this, divided by 2, you'll get the same 2 20. How many times? 10 times, remainder is 0. How many times? 5 times, remainder 0. And this one 2, so 2 twos, remainder 1. Next, two ones and remainder 0. So 1 0 1 double 0. It is okay. 1 0 1 double 0. The same we got here also. So this is what binary representation. We can make a binary representation and we can easily calculate the binary numbers like this. Yeah. Now between this 31 and 20, how to perform the AND operation. Okay, let us perform AND operation. For 1 and 0, if we perform the AND operation, what is for 1 and 0? Come from left to right. This one, 1 and 0. 0. And again 1 and 0. 0. 1 and 1. 1. 1 and 0. 0. Again 1 and 1. That is 1. So 1 0 1 double 0. Which value we got? 20, right? ఏమొచ్చింది రిజల్ట్ 20 కదా వచ్చింది. 16 ఆన్ లో ఉంది, 16th పొజిషన్ ఆన్ లో ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ 4th పొజిషన్ ఆన్ లో ఉంది. ఈ 1 ఉండే పొజిషన్స్ ని కౌంట్ చేయండి. 16 plus 4. What is the 16 plus 4? 20. You got the result 20 here. If you execute this program, you'll be getting the result as 20. See, the result is 20. So in the same way, if you do OR operation A or B, A or B, OR operation, 1 and 0 would be 1. Wait, I'll delete this. Okay, now let us do the OR operation over these two binaries. 1 and 0, 1. 1 and 0 again 1. 1 1 1. 1 0 1 and 1 1 1. Now which value we got here? It's 31. Now it returns 31. You can see for A or B. So A and B is 20, A or B is 31. Okay. Now if you do A exclusive or B, exclusive or in the sense if we have the different bits, then only that would be true. True and 1 kada. And if we have the same bits, then that is going to be 0. With exclusive or 0 0 is 0, 1 1 is also 0, 1 0 is 1 and 0 1 is also 1. Okay, now let us perform exclusive OR between this 1 and 0. And a different one kada 1 0, 1 exclusive OR 0. 1 exclusive OR 0 means the result would be 1. Again 1 exclusive OR 0, 1. 1 exclusive OR 1, that would be 0. And 1 exclusive OR 0, 1. And 1 exclusive OR 1, that is going to be 0. So what is this value? 0 1 0 1 1. Now which positions are on here? 8 plus 2. What is 8 plus 2? 10. Next, this one, 1th position. Okay, 8 plus 2 plus 1. The total is 11. Now we can see value 11 here for A exclusive OR B. See the value 11. Okay. So next, let us negation this. Negation A. Okay, negation A means 31. If you negate this 31, this is a positive value. This is a positive integer. The positive integer will be inversed as negative. Will be inversed as negative, and that will be 30. 32 here minus 32. If we can see here minus 32. Suppose if it is minus 31, if it is minus 31, now it is a negative value. The 31 here is a negative value, minus 31. If you negate this, you will get a positive value, and the positive value is 30 plus 30. that is plus 30, you can see. Okay, it's a positive 30. Clear? And for positive 31, for positive value, you'll get a negation minus here, minus operator. So the sign will be inversed, and based on some 2's complement. So there is some calculation for this. Okay, but we can easily remind this. So for a positive 31, if you inverse this, that would be minus 32. For negative 31, we can make it as we can inverse this sign as a plus and just decrement. So that's going to be 30. Even for 20 also, negation 20 means that would be minus 21. For minus 20, it returns plus 19. It returns plus 19. Now for minus 31, it returns plus 30. For plus 31, it returns minus 32. Okay. Even for example, if it is 100, if A is 100, now it returns minus 101. Minus 101. See here, minus 101. If it is minus 100, now that would be plus 99. Plus 99. Are you sure? Right. Then we'll go for the next operator here, that is shift operation. Try to B left shift, right shift to B right shift to. Where are the B bits? So this is A and this is B. A is equal to B is equal to. So B is 20 and here A is 100. Need to go for let it be 31 as it is. Yeah. Now for the 31 we have the binary here. For the value 31 we have binary, as well as for value 20 we have the binary. Now what I'm saying here, B right shift to. Let us take the B bits. Okay. So the B bits can be right shift by 2 by the position 2. So what is the original bit here for B? It's 10100. Right shift by 2 means these two zeros will go out and instead 1 will come here first. So that will be replaced by 1, the 1, and the next one is 0, and next one is 1, and the remaining positions are replaced as 0 0. If these bits are moved to the right side, ఈ bits ని right side కి move చేస్తే, so first ఈ 1 ఉంది కదండి, ఈ 1 ఉంది కదా, ఇది ఇక్కడికి వస్తుంది. 2 positions right side కి move అవుతాయి. The next 0 will come to here. Next 1 will come to here. And the remaining left positions, these positions, okay, MSB positions will be set to 0 0. Okay, now what is the value, final value we got? 101. So this is 1th position and this is 2 and the next one is in 4. So 4 plus 1, what's the value? 5. So if you right shift 20 by 2 bits, if you right shift 20 by 2 bits, you'll be getting the value 1 here. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనకు వాల్యూ సారీ 1 కాదు 5 కదా, యా 5. సో వాల్యూ 5 వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకు అవుట్పుట్. See the value we got 5. If you perform right shift by 1, ఒక బిట్ మూవ్ చేస్తే, సింగిల్ బిట్ మూవ్ చేస్తే, the result would be 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 0. So ఏ బిట్స్ ఆన్ లో ఉన్నాయి? సెకండ్ పొజిషన్. Now 4 is off, 8 is on. 8 ఆన్ లో ఉంది, 2 ఆన్ లో ఉంది. 8 plus 2 10. The result would be 10. Result 10 అవుతుంది. సరే. Similarly we can perform the left shift Okay, so left shift by 2. Let us take left shift by 2. So 10100 ని left shift చేస్తే అంటే left side కి మూవ్ చేస్తే the bits would be 1 will come first, 0. Wait. We have to make it as 8-bit representation. Complete bits రాద్దాం. ఇది ఒక 8-bit representation అండి. ఫస్ట్ 8 bits లో రాసుకొని కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. For left shift, not for right shift. రైట్ షిఫ్ట్ కి బిట్స్ అన్ని రైట్ సైడ్ వెళ్ళిపోతాయి కాబట్టి మనకి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఇంకా ఎన్ని జీరోస్ నా కౌంట్ లో ఉండదు. బట్ ఫర్ లెఫ్ట్ షిఫ్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ఇట్ కౌంట్ 1 0 1 0 0. దిస్ ఇస్ 8-bit representation of 20 ని 8-bit లో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తే ఇలా వస్తుంది. లెఫ్ట్ షిఫ్ట్ బై 2 మీన్స్ 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 ఇలా వస్తుంది. That means here this 0 will appear first, next followed by 1, followed by 0, again followed by 1, then 0 and last 0. And to make it as 8-bit we have to add additional zeros. 8-bit చేయాలంటే additional zeros ని యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. Okay, now count the positions. Just convert it into representation, binary representation now. What are the positions we have here? 1, so this is 1th position, and this is 2, 4, 8, this is 16, next 32, then 64. So 16 plus 64, we have to add 16 plus 64. What is 64? 64 plus 16, I think it's 80. Yeah? It's 80. Yes, we got 80 here. For B, left shift by 2, we got the value 80. Yeah, that's cool. So hope they are clear, bitwise operators. Actually, they used to perform the bit operations like that. So that's why these operators are called as bitwise operators, because they perform bit operations. Yeah, okay. What is the next operator? So far we have done arithmetic, unaries, relational, logical and bitwise. The next kind, that is assignment operators. Assignment operators. What are assignment? We know that this is a global assignment is equal to, and similarly with lot of arithmetic and binary operator, bitwise operators, we can make some assignments like this. Plus is equal to, minus is equal to, star is equal to, slash is equal to, modulus is equal to. This is for arithmetic, and there is no plus is equal to. There is no this kind of assignment operator. But for again for bitwise we can see this kind of operators. Bitwise AND is equal to, bitwise OR is equal to, and bitwise XOR is equal to. Okay, and right shift is equal to left shift is equal to, right shift is equal to left shift is equal to. These are the assignment operators. In shortcut we can make a complete statement. Suppose if you'd like to store the result right on the B, when if you'd like to store this result on the B, let me make a simple thing here. I'll be doing B left shift is equal to by 2. Okay, B left shift by 2 and send the result back to the B. So what is the full form of this expression means B is equal to B left shift by 2. The full form of this expression is B is equal to B left shift by 2. When I say A plus is equal to B, A plus is equal to B, the full form for this expression is A is equal to A plus B. In shortcut, we used to write like this. So let us show the value of B after that operation as well. We can show the value of A. Right. Execute this program. So after that, the A value is going to be 111, the B value is going to be 80. Okay, 80 plus 31. The B value after this operation is 80, and now B is 80 here. A is 31. So A is equal to A plus B. That means 31 plus 80. 31 plus 80 is 111. Okay, 111. Please increase the size for output. Wait, I'll try to increase the size. Console. No, I don't think so. Whether we can change here for console. Just wait, let me apply that. Control F11. No, there is no luck. Okay, anyways, I'll try to do that. Okay, so that is about this assignment operators here. Similarly, we can do all these things for rest of the operators. Then the seventh one. So what is the seventh one we have discussed here? That is ternary. Ternary or conditional. We call it as either ternary or conditional operator. Ternary or conditional operator. So how does it look like? Let me give you the syntax for this ternary and conditional. First of all, you have to make a condition. That condition might be a Boolean expression here. Here, as a part of the condition, we can write a Boolean expression. Boolean expression. If it is true, if the Boolean expression is true, it takes value 1. If the Boolean expression is false, it takes value 2. Okay? See the Boolean expression. The Boolean expression, we can prepare this Boolean expression either. So, wait. Just a second. Today I'm getting some technical issues with GoToMeeting. Okay. I'm unable to select my desktop. Yes. So see here. So this Boolean expression is nothing but it's a combination of, like, we can make an expression with a combination of relational operators and logical operators. If the final result is true, then you can consider the value 1. If the result is false, you can consider the value 2. Okay, after the colon the false expression, and after the question mark the true expression, the true value, and this is going to be the false value. This is just like an else. So this is like if condition, and the colon is going to be else part. Let me create a program for you now. Class ternary operator. So x equal to 1500, y is equal to 150. Okay, now let me make a complex ternary format. Here I'll be doing it like this. The system.out.println, we can store. Here I'm going to check whether if x is double equals, if x is double equals some expression here, that is uh, y plus is equal, sorry, y star is equal to 10. X is double equals y star is equal to 10. Okay, if it is true, if it is true, I would like to take x. If it is false, I would like to take y. Now what would be the value? Either x or y. So this is normal Boolean expression. X double equals, and first of all you have to compute the brackets. We should have to compute this brackets first of all. This bracket. In this bracket we have an assignment operator, that is y is equal to y into 10. What is y? 150. 150 into 10, 1500. Okay. So 1500 double equals to 1500 double equals to 1500, which is a true or false? Yes, it is true. If it is true, it will take the value x. Or if it is false, it takes the value y. Now see the value, which value it takes. So it takes 1500. 1500 means what's the value? That's going to be x here. Or let's take some. So both of the values are going to be 1500 after the operation. You might be getting confused with that. I'll be taking a z here. So if x is if this expression is true, it takes a x value. If the expression is false, it takes a z value. Z value is 0. See 1500. Now it takes purely x value, but not y value. And it's very easy to recognize whether which value is greater and which value is smaller by this conditional ternary operator. It's very easy to identify that type of things. Suppose if you have two values, suppose you are trying to find which one is biggest. Very simple here. And no need to give every time in the system.out.println. You can store the result on a result variable. Okay. Now a greater than b. If a is greater than b, if a is greater than b, take a, or else take b. Okay. If a is greater than b, it will show you a value. If a is less than b, it shows you b value. In the output, now we can see which value it shows. Either 56 is greater or 50 is greater. Shows the 56 is a greater. Whose value the 56? A value. So 56 is greater than 50. That's why it takes a value A. If A is less than B, it shows A. If A is less than greater than B, it shows B. Now we are trying to find the smallest number of 2. The smallest number is B, that is 50. Clear? Okay, clear about the term. Now the last but not least operator and the special operator in Java, that is instance of operator. Everything is small letter. So this is a keyword, instance of is a keyword in Java. Make each and every character here as a small letter, small characters. I is a small, O is a small, okay? Don't make I and O as capitals. Just make them as small. Okay, so instance of what it is going to do. The instance of operator checks whether, so it checks whether the object is of a class type or not. Whether a object is of a class type or not. And at last, the resultant, it returns what? Which value it returns? A boolean. It returns a boolean. సో ఇది ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని ఆ క్లాస్ కి సంబంధించిన కాదని చెక్ చేస్తుంది ఇన్స్టాన్స్. లెట్ మీ should we have created a bean? Yeah, student, right? Okay, now let me load this student class to the new class. Let me show you the demo. The operators, I'm going to create one more class for the instance. The class name is instance check. That is instance check. Instance check here. I'll create object for the student class. St is equal to new student. If you can see here, there is an error. You can see some error is there with the student. What would be that error? What is this error actually? Because instance check is in which package? Operators package. And student class is in which package? Variables package. So JVM cannot import classes from other packages directly unless if you provide import keyword here. Now I would like to import the student class from which package? From variables package, I would like to import the student class. So let us make import statement here. Import APSSDC.variables. The package name is APSSDC.variables. And from these variables, which class we would like to include? We would like to include the student. Now the error disappear here. You can just observe there is no error now. So we have successfully imported the student class from other package. So the other packages classes can be imported like this. Now we can create object. Now I just want to check whether st is an object of a student or not. Just the system.out.println. I'm going to check object space. The operator name is instance of space. Again, we have to use a class name, whether if it is regard to the particular class or not. So the syntax is object name instance of a class name. Okay, object name is st, and that is instance of if it is an object of student or not. If it is object of the student, it returns true. See, it returns true. Okay, and if I have one more class, let us create an object for the current class. Okay, so for the same class, I'll create one more object for the instance check. We'll create object for instance check. Instance check IC is equal to new. The new instance check object I have created here. Can I compare with IC instance of student? If because instance of right now it throws a compile error. What is this compile error? So there is an incompatible type. See here the label, incompatible conditional operand type. So this operation is a incompatible operation where IC is not an object of student. So when if we have provided incompatible object or class name, you'll be getting a compile error with the instance of operator, and that will be like now to a state instance of student. Now it just verifies whether if it is a, yes, of course it is a student object. That's why we don't have any compile errors. So మన wrong object is ఇక్కడ ఖచ్చితంగా compile errors వస్తాయి. If I might have created one more object for the student, st2, if I might have created one more object like st2 instance of student or not, st2 is also the instance of student class. Now it shows no issues. Okay, అక్కడ errors ఏం లేవు. Still it shows true. సో రాంగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ తో చెక్ చేసినప్పుడు కంపైలర్ వస్తుంది, ఇంకా అలాంటప్పుడు దీన్ని యూస్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఏంటి అని అనుకుంటారు, అంతే కదా. సో వీ కెన్ జస్ట్ వెరిఫై దట్. We can just verify by seeing object class. Let me show you. Wait, I'll copy this stuff. Okay. So there is a class called object class. There's a class called object class, which is the root class of all the classes in Java. Every class object we are creating now, those classes and everything is going to be the child to this object class only. So there is a hierarchy for this Java. At the top level we can see the object class. Under the object class, the interfaces, the classes, everything will go under this object class only. So this is the parent of all the classes, and this object class can be used to store any class object. Let us take object O is equal to, I can store like this, or object O2 is equal to new string. Actually string class is a predefined class. We can store the string class object in object class reference variable, and we can store the student class object in a object reference variable. So the object class reference variable can store any instance. So it stores student instance as well as string instance. And we have created some other classes also, like person class. It can also store like this, new person. So this is a parent class of all the classes. A parent class reference variable can store child class instance. Not only user defined classes, even the predefined classes are also be the child of this object class. అంటే యూజర్ డిఫైన్ క్లాసెస్ మాత్రమే కాదు, ప్రీడిఫైన్ క్లాసెస్ కూడా. అంటే స్ట్రింగ్ క్లాస్ అనేది ప్రీడిఫైన్ క్లాస్ కదా. సో ఏ క్లాస్ మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసినా అవి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ యొక్క రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్లో స్టోర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో దిస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ యూస్ టు స్టోర్ ఎనీ క్లాస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్. ఓకే, ఇలా ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం? వెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ నో ద ఇన్కమింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. In your project, sometimes the objects might be transferable. ఒక్కోసారి మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుంటాం బిట్వీన్ సర్వర్స్ ఆర్ బిట్వీన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఆర్ మాడ్యూల్స్. అప్పుడు ఇన్కమింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏ టైప్ మీకు తెలియదు, అప్పుడు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ లో స్టోర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ అదే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది కదా. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ ఓ, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ O2, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ O3. ఇది పర్సన్ కాదు, స్ట్రింగ్ కాదు, స్టూడెంట్ కాదు, ఏదైనా స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది. ఇట్ స్టోర్స్ ఎనీథింగ్, ఏదైనా స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది. బట్ ఆ ఇన్కమింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని మనం చెక్ చేసుకోవాలంటే దెన్ వీ కెన్ యూస్ ద ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఆఫ్ తో మనం చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, లెట్ us రైట్ ఎ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంటే ఒక మెథడ్ రాసాను చూడండి. పబ్లిక్ boolean, the return type is boolean, public boolean check student. I would like to check the object as student, whether if it is a student or not. ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఇన్కమింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ స్టూడెంట్ కాదో చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి, స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కాదో చెక్ చేయాలి. Okay, now in the if condition I am just writing here whether obj is instance of student or not. Obj is instance of student. If incoming object is a type of student, it return true. Student type అయితే true return చేస్తుంది. Else like that return false. So the check student method either returns true or false. If your parameter object మనం పాస్ చేస్తున్న parameter స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయితే ట్రూ రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది, స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కాకపోతే ఫాల్స్ రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. చెక్ చేద్దామా? రైట్, సో లెట్ us remove this. So how to call the check student method? Check student method is a non-static method, so we should have to call it by using object of the class instance check. Already we have instance check object here. So IC dot check student of st2, IC dot check student of st2. st2 అంటే ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అండి? స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఈ స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని ఎక్కడికి పంపిస్తున్నాను? OBJ లోకి. Because this object type is a parent class, object class is a parent class that can store any class instance. స్టూడెంటే కాదు, మీరు ఏ క్లాసెస్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నారు, మీరు జావాలో మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేటప్పుడు 1000 క్లాసెస్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే ఆ 1000 క్లాసెస్ కి ఒక పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, అదే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్. లేదు మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో 1,00,000 క్లాసెస్ ఉంటే ఇంక్లూడింగ్ ప్రీ డిఫైన్ అండ్ యూజర్ డిఫైన్ అన్ని కలుపుకొని మీ ఏ టోటల్ జావా లైబ్రరీ అండ్ మీరు క్రియేట్ చేసిన యూజర్ డిఫైన్ క్లాసెస్ అన్ని కలుపుకొని 1,00,000 క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నా కూడా ఈ 1,00,000 క్లాసెస్ కి ఒక పేరెంట్ ఉంటుంది, అదే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్. ఇట్స్ ఎ ప్రీ డిఫైన్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, మనం ఎన్ని క్లాసెస్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నా దోస్ ఆర్ ద చైల్డ్ టు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓన్లీ. ఇప్పుడు ఎంతమంది CMs ఉన్నా వాళ్ళందరూ PM కిందకే వస్తారు కదా, ద పేరెంట్ వుడ్ బి PM. సో స్టేట్స్ ఎన్నైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఎంతమంది CMs అయినా ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ ఒకే ఒక PM ఉంటాడు. సో అలాగా దిస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ద ప్రైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద క్లాసెస్. ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రైమ్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద క్లాసెస్. Then so now st2 పారామీటర్ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ? st2 అంటే స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఈ స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని OBJ లో పంపిస్తున్నాం. వెదర్ నౌ OBJ స్టోర్స్ ద స్టూడెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో ఏముంటుంది? OBJ లో స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. వెదర్ ద స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ OBJ is an instance of student or not. ఇప్పుడు ఈ OBJ స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కాదా? అయితే ట్రూ వస్తుంది, కాకపోతే ఫాల్స్ వస్తుంది. Okay, shall I execute this program? It returns true, exactly right. Now let us create object to some other class. ఇంకేదైనా వేరే క్లాస్ కి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేద్దాం. టెర్నరీ ఆపరేటర్ క్రియేట్ చేద్దామా? టెర్నరీ ఆపరేటర్ TO is equal to new ternary operator. Ternary operator TO is equal to new ternary operator. Now let me send system.out.println IC dot check student of TO. Check student of TO. What is TO? Object. Whose object it is? Ternary operator object. Now this time, for the second time, the check student receives the object ternary operator object. Ternary operator in a classic object ఇక్కడ store అయింది. If ternary object is an instance of student, కాదు కదా? If ternary is instance of student, no. That's why it will go to the else part, then it returns a false. So first statement true return చేస్తే, second statement false return చేస్తుంది. True and false. Yeah, Lendi College. So can you tell me, so your question is, what are the major differences between blueprint and instance? Actually, blueprint means like a rough sketch. So blueprint is nothing but like an abstraction. It provides an abstraction. It will not give you the implementation part. It will just show you what it does, but not how does it does. అది ఎలా చేస్తుందో చెప్పదు, బట్ ఏం చేస్తుందో చెప్తుంది. బట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ అంటే దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ that express the behavior. So behavior would be abstract in blueprint. Blueprint లో behavior గురించి abstract గా ఉంటుంది. ఆ బిహేవియర్ ని ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయడానికి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కావాలి. ఓకేనండి. లెండి కాలేజ్. హలో లెండి డిగ్రీ. యా ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. Yes, so it returns true and it returns false. That is what the output from this program. So this is an advanced thing. So did you understand this? Any questions on this instance of? No. Good. Is there anyone still? Okay, no problem. So that is about the instance here, instance of. So now right, we are done with the operators concept. So we have discussed arithmetic, unary, relational, logical, bitwise, assignment, ternary, and instance of operator. So we are done with the operators now today. Let me give you a brief idea about the flow controls, what we are going to do in the flow controls. Actually, from today we are going to start our program logic. The program logic would happen only with the operators only and flow controls. Flow controls here, which is used to control the program flow. Flow controls which is used to control the program flow. Suppose if you have 10 statements, if they are executing one by one, that is a normal flow. And you can control the normal flow by not executing some statements unless some condition satisfied. ఒక కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై కాకుండా కొన్ని స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాకుండా చేయొచ్చు. సో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు మేనేజ్ ద నార్మల్ ఫ్లో and we are going to control the normal flow by having some statements. The first statement here in the flow controls, conditional statements. Next statements are looping statements. So conditional statements and looping statements. Under the conditional statements, that is conditional, we are going to discuss if else, and the ladder if, else if, else ladder. We are going to discuss the ladder. After that we'll discuss the switch. For looping statements, we'll start with while loop, then followed by do while, then do while followed by for loop. Okay, see, All the way is you need to understand the flow of each and every flow control here. Once if you understand this flow, you can make any programming logic very easily. So how do you think that would be your program logic? మనం ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తామో అదే మన logic. Okay? If you're not getting the logic means you're not thinking of it. దాని గురించి ఆలోచించట్లేదు. Okay? So ఆలోచించడం అంటే సంథింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంది, బుక్ మీద పెన్ ఉంది కాదు. How to work out really to get the particular pattern or particular output. So step by step we have to iterate. First ఒక given output ని ఒక అవుట్పుట్ ఇలా ఉండాలి అనే రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ని లైన్ బై లైన్ బ్రేక్ చేసుకోండి. So we have to frame that output according to that. Okay. So that is flow controls. We are going to start the flow controls soon with a conditional statement. After finishing these conditional statements, we'll go for looping statements. And so let me give you the introduction to the conditional statements, how if condition, if else will happen. So in the if and if else, there are multiple types, like we can make nested ifs, we can write nested ifs conditions, and we can write multiple ifs. Nested ifs రాయొచ్చు, multiple ifs కూడా రాయొచ్చు. Nested ifs and multiple ifs. Let me create a program for flow controls. I'll create a new package for this. Package APSSDC.flow controls. So a simple if and a main method. So the syntax is if of some condition. This condition might be a Boolean expression. This can be a Boolean expression. You know that a if can hold block of code. A if condition can hold a block of code. Always, sometimes some people used to say, when if we have only one statement, single line statement, we have only single line statement, no need to put the double brackets. Of course, I agree with that. But the good programming practice is putting the brackets for every step what we have done here. మీరు చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్క if condition కి even one line ఉన్నా 2 lines ఉన్నా కూడా make a habit of putting this brackets. Okay, but when you have only one line, that means single line coding, for single lines no need to put the bracket. Now this statement would come for that would be the part of this if condition. This statement would be the part of this if condition. So when it will execute this statement, when the statement will be executed. So the statement 1 will be executed when only the condition here gets a true. The condition here gets true, then the statement 1 will be executed. So this is usually happens with the simple if. So let us make if of true. If of true means whether if it is an always true or not. Yes. Okay. So whether it receives a s value s or not. Yes, of course we receive the value s, because if of true means always that is a true. And if of false, that would be false. Now you can't see any output here. These lines cannot be executed because this is a dead code. We call it as dead code. Dead code in the sense this is always false. Computer is not computing for this. Directly we are saying that is a false. If it is false, the block will never be executed. Then what is the need of putting these statements? So this type of coding is called as a dead coding. Dead. Ante chachipoyina coding. Okay? Dead code. That's why we have to leave this situation to the computer to calculate and to take the decision whether to execute this or not to execute this. So for that we have to make some data. First of all, arrange the data here for computer. Without data, it cannot perform the things, right? Yes. No. Yeah. A plus B. A plus B is greater than or equals uh, A plus B. So here my condition is A plus B greater than or equals A plus B. So if it is true, it will show S, and if it is false, it will execute the alternate block. That alternate block we call it as else block. In the else block we can display no. Here it shows the S, and here it shows the no. So now the result would be yes. So if A plus B is greater than or equals A plus B or not, of course. So that's why the result would be S. Now A plus plus is less than or equals A plus B. Then what about this? That is not less than. A plus B is not less than of this one. So దీనికన్నా ఇది తక్కువ కాదు కాబట్టి it shows definitely no. Oh, what happened? Oh, whether they are equal. Oh, actually they are equal. They are equal. Now it shows no. It's less than A plus B. It simply says no. Right? Get back to the logical operators we are done here. Yeah. Let me put these values. Let me copy these values. I'll keep it here. I'll copy the expression what we have done here. Okay. Now, if it is a true or false, this is going to be false and this is going to be true. So the result would be yes. If I make it as logical AND operation, the false and the true, that's going to be no. It takes a decision no. Right? So always we are maintaining the flow control here. We're controlling the flow. We are controlling the flow of execution by not executing these statements, these crucial statements, unless the condition is true. Unless this condition is true, we cannot see S. When this condition is false, obviously we can see the output from the else. This is what usually happens with the simple if and else. So like this, we have to write a simple if and else. And a casual program, let us write a casual program. Check even or odd. Even or odd. I'll create a method, public boolean check even odd. For which number? We should take that number as an argument. Okay. If that number, if the given number is divisible by 2 and if we get the remainder 0, if any number divisible by 2, what the modulus returns? Remainder or quotient? Remainder. So if the remainder is 0, 0 double equals 0, that's going to be true. So when we get 0, when it is an even number, so then you have to return true for this. else actually no need to write the else block also. So once if it finds the return statement, it just returns from here. It will not reach us to the next statement followed by statements. ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక మెథడ్ లో రిటర్న్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఉంటే ఈ రిటర్న్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయితే నెక్స్ట్ రిటర్న్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాదు. ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాలేదు అంటే ఫాల్స్ వస్తుంది. ఫాల్స్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? ఇది నాట్ ఈక్వల్స్ 0 అయినప్పుడు. ఓకే, let me make it as static method. I'll make it as static method, check even odd method. So in the system.out.println I'm going to check even odd kuda vastundho, check even. I'll create that method name as check even only. Now my number is 544. Whether it gets true or false, yeah, see here it shows true. The given number is a even number. If you get the false, then that would be the false. Then how can you convey the message? ఇది ఈవెన్ నెంబర్, ఇది ఆడ్ నెంబర్ అని మెసేజ్ కన్వే చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? Simple. Again you can write one more if here. Now we can check, use the method check even, pass your number here. Either it returns true or false. So what is the output of this method? This output of this method is a boolean. ఈ మెథడ్ యొక్క రిటర్న్ టైప్ అంటే boolean. Always we have to put boolean expressions only. The boolean expression should be the part of this if condition, right? So not only just operators, sometimes we can use this type of signatures also for if condition. If condition lo ilanti signatures kuda untayi. It's all depends on the return type of a method. Suppose if this method returns integer, if we convey here true aithe return 1 ani, false aithe return 0 ani. Method okay, method to problem ledu, but we cannot use it like this. Now how will you check this? Din ela check chesukovali? Check even returns an integer, either 1 or 0. అది ఈవెన్ కాదని ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? 1 అయితే ఈవెన్, 0 అయితే ఆడ్. Now double equals 1. If check even of 522 double equals to 1, now we can say system.out.println, that is this is a even number. So in the else part you can just convey the alternate. What is the alternate? Adi yes ante idi no, ante this is a odd number. Adi even number kabatti inkenti odd number ikkada. So if it is double equals 0, if it returns 1, if the check even returns 1 double equals to 1, true kada? Eppudu 1 return chestundi if it gets the remainder 0. 0 double equals 0, true kabatti true aithe return 1 chestundi. 1 return chestundi, that is a even number ani cheptunna. Or else we are saying that is a odd number. Execute this program. Now it shows this is a even number. This is a even number. Then now this is 137. I am passing a value called 137 to that method. Execute this method now. It shows this is an odd number. Of course. Okay. So for boolean type actually, for boolean type return cheyalante, so idoka way ila kuda chesukochu method ni, ila kavalana kuda chesukochu. Ledu మీరు పక్కా boolean types return చేయాలన్నా కూడా we can make public static int check even bool అంటే this return type is going to be boolean. అంటే method name same ఉండకూడదు కదా. ఒకవేళ సేమ్ మెథడ్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చినా మనం పాస్ చేసేది ఇంటీజర్ పారామీటర్, ఒకటే పారామీటర్. సో పారామీటర్ సేమ్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ టు చేంజ్ ద మెథడ్ నేమ్. ఇఫ్ పారామీటర్స్ చేంజ్ అయితే వీ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ద సేమ్ నేమ్ ఆఫ్ మెథడ్స్. పారామీటర్స్ చేంజ్ చేయట్లేదు కాబట్టి లెట్ us చేంజ్ ద మెథడ్ నేమ్ అండ్ రిటర్న్ బూలియన్. హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిటర్న్ either true or the false. Now how to call the check even bool? Check even bool ni ఎలా చేసుకోవచ్చు? So here system.out.println from boolean. So check even bool. So check even bool directly returns the boolean. అది true or false return చేస్తుంది. ఇంకా మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మనం కంపేర్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. So no need to compare like this. Let us have some different number. 1574. I'm going to check 1574 whether if it is a even or odd. So first number is an odd number from boolean method, and 1574 the second number is a even number. 1574 is an even number. Okay students, yes, hope you enjoyed a lot in this class by this program. Even though if you not enjoyed, please enjoy the video, at least the recorded video. Yeah, anyways, I'll stop here for today. Tomorrow we'll continue the rest of the things, if else, nested ifs and multiple ifs with switch block. Okay, so tomorrow we'll complete the nested ifs, the multiple ifs, and if else ladder along with switch. If still we have time remaining, we'll complete the looping concepts also. We'll try to start the loop at least by tomorrow. We'll start with the while loop. Okay. Yeah. So now it's your turn. Any questions from your side? Any doubts? Questions? No questions? Okay. Yes. Fine. Okay. That's all from my end. I'll stop here for today. So have a good evening and bye bye. See you on tomorrow at sharp 2 o'clock again. And tomorrow to the trainers and to the coordinators of college faculty, I'll send you a video link. Please visit the video link to conduct the assessments for the students. Actually, we are going to planning for an exam this weekend. ఈ వీకెండ్ ఒక ఎగ్జామ్ ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఆ ఎగ్జామ్కి స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆన్లైన్లో రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోవాలి. దట్స్ మై ఓన్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్. మా కంపెనీకి ఒక ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఉంది. అక్కడ స్టూడెంట్స్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసుకుంటే దే కెన్ రైట్ సమ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్. సో ఫార్ ఇంతవరకు జరిగిన టాపిక్స్ మీద లైక్ వేరియబుల్స్, primitive data types, and like at least the basics about the class and object, some basic theoretical part. Okay. సో మేము ఒక అసెస్మెంట్ కోడ్ కూడా ఇస్తాం. ఆ కోడ్ బేస్ చేసుకొని మీరు స్టూడెంట్స్కి లాగిన్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఎనీవేస్ ఐ విల్ సెండ్ యూ ద వీడియో లింక్ అండ్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఆల్ ద కోఆర్డినేటర్స్ టు డ్రాప్ యువర్ మెయిల్ ఐడీస్ టు దిస్. Please, all the coordinators, please drop a test mail along with your college name. మీ కాలేజ్ నేమ్ సబ్జెక్ట్లో పెట్టి ప్లేస్ కాలేజ్ నేమ్ అండ్ ప్లేస్ ఈ మెయిల్కి ఒక మెయిల్ డ్రాప్ చేయండి. మీ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడీస్కి నేను ఒక లింక్ సెండ్ చేస్తాను. ఆ లింక్ మీరు చూస్తే మీకు స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎలా రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వాలి ఏంటనే తెలుస్తుంది. ఎస్, please note down the email ID. Rest of the colleges, only one college is responding. corenuts.java@gmail.com. So can I expect the test mails by the tomorrow morning? At least by the tomorrow morning, so that I can drop you an URL. Just view that URL. Okay, so that's all from my side. And thank you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.